Right, I am back. Where is everyone? You've all disappeared. Hello, I'm here. Hi, do you guys want to put your questions back in, please, so that I can answer them? Yeah, I don't know where everyone's gone. I said I'd be back in a minute. I've been having a bit of issues with it. Can you please put your questions back in the messages below so that I can see them? Thanks. CBT and family therapy, yes. So CBT. So this is basically based on the fact that patients can be helped by changing their faulty cognitions. So they basically have faulty brain processes and they need to change the way that they think. So it's based on Ellis's ABC model, which we met in psychopathology, I think it was. Or no, I think it was looking at depression. Yeah, so psychopathology. But so this is basically looking at the activating event, exploring beliefs and recognising consequences. So it encourages reality testing their hallucinations, delusions, so actually making them think, wait, hang on a second, I'm thinking this person's talking to me, but is that actually like realistic? Like, there's also push to challenge beliefs and question the origin of the voices in their head. Obviously, that's a bit of a general term, so obviously it's quite difficult to sort of get your head around the idea of what schizophrenia is. Like, it's not just voices. Positive self-talk, so basically just saying nice things about yourself, which, let's be honest, is something we could all probably do. There's also, bear me 2 seconds. So then there's also role play and homework to help see the consequences of actually thinking positively, can gradually see their faults in their thought processes or their thought patterns and begin to change. And Chadwick et al. In 1996 found that a man with schizophrenia was going around stating he could predict people's thoughts, what they were going to say next. So Chadwick showed 50 videos to him, pausing at certain intervals, and found that the patient could not actually predict any of them correctly. He didn't get anything correct once, which is a form of reality testing, because obviously it's making him realise, oh, hang on a second, I can't predict what people are saying or what they're about to say. And then I said about family therapy earlier, so it's basically the family sit down in a room and someone there sort of it tries to explain more to the family about what these schizophrenic individuals are going through and how to remove the expressed emotion environment at home, so reducing conflict and making it less likely for the schizophrenic individual to relapse into their symptoms once they've gone through drug therapy and treatments, etc. And then obviously reduce the burden of care and encourage realistic goals for the individual. But obviously family therapy is used alongside other treatments, so it's used along like things such as CBT and drug therapy. Anything else that anyone would like to look at? I hope that helped, by the way. I'm pretty sure I've seen that question about 3 times now from you, so I'm really sorry that's taken this long to answer. But obviously, I hope that helped explain it. And obviously, again, if you need, a lot of what I've just said comes off my PowerPoint, so you'll be able to see that on there if you need to look at it. Any other questions? Obviously, if there's no other questions, then I will just go. So, but obviously, just let me know. Obviously, just put a comment. Evolutionary explanations for partner preference. Okie dokie. And again, I will just remind you, I'm just looking at my PowerPoints, not at the moment, so I'm just sort of going off here to sort of, just for the one that's come in, I don't know about addiction. I did not study it for my A-level, so, and I don't feel comfortable just passing out information about it when I didn't actually study it myself, because I don't know how that module works necessarily. So obviously, evolutionary explanations for partner preference. So anisogamy refers to the fact that male gametes, or sperm, are produced in large numbers with little cost compared to the production of female gametes, eggs, which obviously a small amount with a lot of cost, menstruation. And then it's basically, so you've got intersexual selection, which is the process by which a female chooses a male with desirable characteristics to reproduce. And then intrasexual selection describes the process by which males compete to access fertile females to reproduce. So intrasexual selection, where the males compete, takes place first. And then once the male's competed, that's when the female starts to choose who they want to mate with. And that is the intersexual selection. Any other questions? Family dysfunction and double bind theory. Which is that for? Which one is that for? Can you just let me know? Because I... Can you just let me know which family dysfunction and double bind theory is for, please? Because I literally cannot... Schizophrenia, okay. Let me have a look. So basically, family dysfunction is basically when there are contradictory messages coming through to the individual, which sort of makes their schizophrenia symptoms worse. So basically, could be a cold and dominant schizophrenic mother may cause schizophrenia. And then Bateson's 1956 double bind theory is faulty communication leading to contradictory messages. So this is an example of, like, I love you being said in an angry or disappointed tone. So, I love you. Like, that wasn't very angry, but you get what I mean. I love you. This one, not an actress. And then obviously expressed emotion, like I just spoke about with family therapy. Environments contain high levels of hostility, and there is a correlation between expressed emotion and relapse in schizophrenic people. I hope that helped. I hope that made it a bit clearer what family dysfunction was, but it's basically when the family cannot cope with a schizophrenic person and don't treat them the way they need to be treated in order to help them and support them and make them feel comfortable. Also, I'm literally looking at myself, so I think I either got a B or a C. I literally cannot remember. I don't really tend to think about my exams anymore because it was yuck. Hostile attribution bias. Let me just try and find that in here somewhere, because I know it's in here somewhere, but I can't think where. Bear me 2 seconds. Hope that noise isn't annoying, or if it's a nice bit of ASMR. So hostile attribution bias refers to the extent in which an individual interprets the actions of others as hostile. So basically, someone could literally just have a standard behaviour. They might just it might be quite a neutral action that they take, but an individual with a high hostile attribution bias will naturally think they're being hostile towards them, which could lead to violent behaviour and things, and sort of be more aggressive, if that makes sense. So basically, someone is more likely to take someone's behaviour the wrong way if they have a higher hostile attribution bias. Bit of a tongue twister, that one. But I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it's just basically people are more likely to be aggressive towards someone when they were just purely doing a bit of a neutral action. Any other questions? Because if not, I'll obviously. So I think that is. That is part of the moral reasoning and cognitive distortions. So yeah, that's part of the cognitive distortion. So that's by Gibbs et al. In 1995, and then it's part of the psychological explanations for offending behaviour. Yes, you all got there before me. Is anyone else cramming? I think everyone here is. No, you all got there before I did. I'm so upset. Right, any other questions? Because obviously it's getting a bit close to Love Island time, you know. And my friends are here and I sort of want to go hang out with them. But obviously if there's any other questions you guys want to ask, then obviously like, go for it. Yeah. Differentiate. When should we sleep? Just all day, every day, sleep constantly. That's what I do. When should you sleep? Really no later than 10. So really watch Love Island if you want to, and then go straight to bed. Don't faff about with food or anything, just go to bed. Differentiation association theories. That is by Sutherland in 1939, and I'm just going to read out his 9 rules because I think that really just perfectly explains his theory. So, criminal behaviour is learnt. Criminal behaviour comes from interacting and communicating with others. Criminal behaviour is most likely learnt whilst amongst small groups. Learning about criminal behaviour not only involves techniques of committing the crime, but also the motivation and attitude. The law tells a criminal what is right and wrong. The criminal then decides whether the action is favourable or not. Repeated exposure to criminal behaviour is more likely to result in someone committing a crime themselves. Frequency, duration, priority, and intensity of interactions between criminals and the learners will impact the likelihood of them learning behaviour. The general theory of learning by association is also applicable to learning about crime. Anyone can become a criminal regardless of age, sex, and background, etc. But obviously, I feel like I read that quite fast. But this is all on my PowerPoint. You'll probably find it a lot online as well. It's a fairly standard thing. I just put it on there because I think it really clearly explains what his theory is and how he thought about criminal behaviour. Alex, I don't think staying up until 2 in the morning is the best thing for you to do. Like, you're probably more likely to perform better in the exam if you actually get some sleep. Because otherwise you'll be absolutely knackered. Any other questions? Actually, I think from here, I will probably go, if that's okay. But you can always email me at emily.froud@uea.ac.uk. That is emily.froud@uea.ac.uk, and I will answer your questions on there. If you need me to, like, just email me, that's fine. Or some of you have managed to find me on Instagram, so obviously hit me up with a message on there, and obviously I can also answer any questions about university or anything that you are worried about. So, but obviously, yeah. Good luck to everyone tomorrow. You're all going to ace it. Obviously, watch my videos if you need any extra help with revision. I love you all. Thank you so much for the support this year. And good luck with all of your future endeavours. And whoop whoop, last psychology exam tomorrow. And good luck to anyone who are doing some more exams over the next few days as well. Whoop whoop.